I made a video the other day talking about dual wielding Shaman. So I found out something else that I just added to my repertoire. As my best looks. Um, so I'm gonna upload this and probably gonna edit it and go over the raid and my thoughts on it. I didn't get much of what I needed, but I did get one of my bits that I didn't know even existed. The carved driftwood icon from Lorius Jet. So, throughout Season of Discovery, we have these things called totems, or just kind of these things that you put right here, and you learn a rune from doing something. Now there's a slot for it where you can put your own carved driftwood icon, where you get from the BFD boss, Lorius Jet. It restores 2 mana per 5 seconds. And one of the biggest issues, if you remember my video, was the lack of mana regen from the water shield. I said it was almost viable. Now it's viable. This is a good dual wielding tank build. 7 out of 7 BFD. Had no issues. Great for ads. Just kind of getting aggro off people whenever they need it. To have a little bit of breathing room. It adds that DPS that you need to your group. The enhancement shaman is actually a pretty good build. And you can switch to DPS if you need to. Like, you just stop using Rock Biter and you stop using Earth Shock. It's really easy. So it's a very viable build. A few people have brought up comments. I wanted to go over those a little bit. Let's go to the video. Just so I can actually go over the comments and bring up what people were talking about. So, first is B-Nun. This video isn't wrong by any means. It's just inaccurate in a few aspects. Okay. The power of a Shaman tank is AoE threat cleaving. For single target scenarios, warriors are objectively better. So, yeah. Yeah, Molten Blast, I could see where you're going with that. Due to Sunder, unless you have a priest that can sunder the boss instead of the warrior, and then you could argue that maybe Shaman will do higher damage. In dungeons though, Shield Mastery and Molten Blast is the highest tank damage output if you play it right, by stacking AoE groups. Yes, AoE groups. If you stack it right, that is the highest damage. However, it is very hard to kind of do that with your main weapon. That's what I was kind of driving in this. Like, if you wanted a weapon build for your shaman, it would have to be a dual wielding. Because a main hand weapon and a shield doesn't do as much damage as the dual wielding. Exactly. So, this is about conserving mana. And Molten Blast, taking up your water shield space, makes it so you have to rely on the RNG of Shield Mastery. While Water Shield is a guaranteed mana. You get that mana back, no matter what. So Shield Mastery, you have a chance to get your mana back. I don't know. I don't find that as a easy substitute. Nala. I don't find that as an easy substitute. In Dungeons, Shield Mastery and Molten Blast is the highest tank damage output. You might be right for the AoE spectrum. You might be right. But you would be using way too much mana. You're going to end up relying on your healer a lot more, and your healer is just going to be looking at you going like, why am I healing you as much? Having a constant mana regen that is accurate, and you know you're going to get that mana back, you can go like, okay, I'll set that mana aside to heal. And if you heal while you're tanking, your healer's going to love you. I'm just saying. So, in the context of single target, the build you offer is a nice high damage alternative, but only if you have a priest, as I mentioned. Yes, if I have a priest, it makes my life easy as hell. But so does any class. So your point. But at the same time, this is all about Season of Discovery, so I'm just kind of like having fun with this conversation. If not going full DPS and letting a warrior tank Sunder will result in a higher overall raid damage. In the current raid, I dual wield tank Kelris, but I do that with Lava Lash and Shamanastic Rage because Kelris is a DPS check more than anything. On Akumai, I go Shield and Molten Blast to easily stack the ads. Now there is where a problem arose, because in the comments we found out that you cannot aggro those ads, so I don't know where you're going with that. But cleave them down. These are better applications for the situations I mentioned. Yeah. I like you, B-Nun. It seems like you play Shaman a lot, so I do agree that you had a few points there that I didn't notice at first. Like, AoEs are probably the best for raids. So if you want a raid build that is better, objectively, a shield build would be better. However, if you want to have a little bit of fun and do more damage as a tank, then dual wielding. You want to go dual wielding, especially because we're getting that thunderclap next phase. Oh my god, that's gonna be beautiful. So I replied, I said, I guess the reason I want this to work is the idea is cool. Hopefully they add in more dual wield tank options, which I want. I want more dual wielding tank options because right now it kind of pressures you into using a shield. That's why I've been trying to make a build for you guys that is dual wielding oriented. And that's where this shamanistic idol that I just got comes in handy. Because if we look at water shield, we get 1% of our maximum mana per hit. So like 1% is like a few of that numbers, right? But while we're getting that, restores 2 mana every 5 seconds. So now your mana has an extra boost of mana coming in. Now mix that with aggressive water shield play and having your rock biters equipped, you are a very, very good tank that can dual wield. So yeah, someone asked him why he used a shield on a Kumai. I was like, oh, that sounds about right. And then I had an idea. Imagine a rune adding some warrior skills. Warrior skills like a big AoE whirlwind attack. Or something that is only shaman related. That is whirlwind probably. So like he said, retail thundercleave ability is something he was thinking about for that. But it won't be tank related in his opinion. I think it might. This is Season of Discovery. Why not? Let's do it. Let's have warrior abilities on a fucking shaman. Because I find that fun. So somebody tried this. So 5 mana, 5 crit, 5 dodge, 1 flurry. So he has a similar build. He actually just wanted to comment. Have alt gear for 1 hit shield and tanking strength, stamina, and spirit focus. Pretty good. Dual wielding gear set is Callous Axe, offhand due lack of normalized attack speeds, and it's heavy on stamina, strength, and agility. The cherry on top is having alt gear that throws on Sham Rage rune. I go 1 hit shield on trash so I can grab a lot more. Sham Rage gives me 1300 mana in my dual wielding gear in 15 seconds, not counting the party mana. Water shield isn't that great. You lose AoE threat gen and an instant ability on the O for snap threat. Couple that with multi shocks, your age is great. Your age is great. Couple that with multi-shocks. Your AoE is great. Okay. Also had some alot of dust and there's no threat stack from 2 times rock biter. The O threat is just increased by 50%, nor does the stamina stack. Yeah, we found that out down here. So someone said Way of Earth doesn't stack. Someone said I was about to question this. Has anyone actually tested this? Even if it would for now, surely it is not meant to. So I thought it was bugged because I thought it was stacking. I was wrong. It does not stack. So here is where I found out. I researched it a lot more. Okay, you're correct. The Way of Earth doesn't stack. However, you can still use Rockbiter on both weapons, and that's where my confusion came from. Like if you go into the game, and if I use it on twice my weapons, it looks like you have doubled the buff. But if you look at Way of Earth, you still only have 1 buff. Sorry. So people corrected me on that. Thank you for the correction. Sorry about that. And we're all here to learn after all. It's called dual wielding. Someone also taught me how to actually correctly spell dual wielding. So this is just kind of an update on the dual wielding build I'm making. It's coming along a lot better. Before you know it, we're going to have some type of tanky ass dual wielding build that is going to just go into phase 2, knocking people's socks off. Like knocking the virginity off of them. All that good shit. But yeah, that's it. Peace out, guys. I'll talk to you soon.